Hello, Year 8. Nice to speak to you. You've done, in the booklet, you've done the kind of context of A Midsummer Night's Dream. So this is Act 1, Scene 1. And for the last few weeks of term, what we'll do, I will just talk you through what each line means. And then for each slide, I'll just set you 3 questions just to make sure you understand what's happening. So this app we're using, I think you can see a yellow circle where I can see a cursor and it keeps disappearing, so bear with me. If you see, there it's gone. You can probably see it now. I can't see a thing. There it is, it's back. Right, so we are at the Palace of Theseus in Athens. That's where the play is set. And Theseus is about to get married to Hippolyta, or as the Greeks say, I think, Hippolyta, who was the queen of the Amazons, a tribe of female warriors. And Theseus defeated Hippolyta in battle, and as a result of that, he's now going to marry her. So here we go. Theseus says, "Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace." Their nuptial hour is their wedding. So what he's saying here is basically, we'll be married soon. It'll soon be our wedding. And then he says exactly how long. 4 happy days bring in another moon. So in 4 days' time, we will be married. "But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes," he says, which basically he's saying the time, those 4 days seem to be dragging, but it's Shakespeare. So Shakespeare doesn't say, "Hey up me duck, it seems to be lasting forever, don't it?" He uses a metaphor, and that's why Shakespeare's considered the kind of the greatest playwright ever, because every line is filled with wonderful metaphors or brilliant language. So here, rather than say, "Oh, it seems to be taking forever," he thinks, "How slow this old moon wanes." So how slow it takes for the old moon to go down, because their wedding is going to be on the day of the new moon. So in 4 days' time, there will be a new moon, and for him it's dragging. It's really dragging. It's the 4 days is seeming to take forever, because he's really looking forward to getting married. "But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes, how slow time's going. She lingers my desires like a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man revenue." Now, if you look at that, that's probably really tricky for you to understand, but he's personifying, Shakespeare is personifying the moon. He's saying, because remember, the moon represents the passing of time. As each moon goes up and goes down, that's 1 day gone. So he's counting the days by the going up, and I can't think of the correct phrase for it, the rising of the moon, and what's the phrase for when the moon goes down? Anyway, he's counting each day by the moon going up and down. So he's personifying the moon here. "She lingers my desires." So the moon is keeping my desires waiting. It's almost like the moon's teasing me, taking forever. And the simile he uses here, like a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man revenue. What that means is like a stepmother keeping a young man from his inheritance. So the moon is keeping him waiting, like a stepmother is keeping a stepson waiting for his inheritance. So basically it's a lovely simile and personification for saying the moon is keeping me waiting. It seems to be taking forever to get to our wedding day. Then Hippolyta says, 4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. So she's the opposite. She's saying, "Oh, 4 days will go quickly." So Theseus is very impatient for the 4 days to the wedding to pass, and Hippolyta is much calmer. She's saying, "Don't worry, 4 days will arrive quickly. 4 days will quickly steep themselves in nights. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time." And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities. So in 4 moons, the moon, like a silver bow, so a simile there, shall behold the night of our solemnities. So the new moon will see our wedding ceremony. Behold means see. Solemnities means their wedding ceremonies. So the new moon will see the night of our wedding. It will come quickly. So note here how the moon is repeatedly used. Theseus uses it to show his impatience, that the moon seems to be teasing him because time is taking so long. And for Hippolyta, it's the opposite. She says, "Oh, don't worry, the moon will come in 4 nights. In 4 nights, the moon will come and go, and before you know it, the new moon will be watching our wedding."